strategy. Today, I'm going to talk about the entrepreneur journey. You know, entrepreneurs have usually a very hard time, especially in the beginning. And there are different steps that need to be followed and to grow a company. So I'm going to take you through all of them. There's 6 of them. And it's important to understand where a company is in its growth process or in its journey. So the first step is the startup. And you have here this, careful, very, very careful, very dangerous, very dangerous. A startup is when somebody has an idea and acts on that idea and tries to create a business out of it. Okay, so that's it's an exciting time. It's also a time for lots of nervousness. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? I mean, you have a lot of stress, you have a lot of pressure, you need money, you need this, you need that. Okay, so you have your the startup phase. I mean, it's really, really a very dangerous period in the life of a company, and you're looking for the proof of concept to get the first customers. I mean, it's usually a pre-revenue period of time, and you are still developing your product and see, okay, what do you have? Is it what the clients want, or what is it? Do you have to pivot it? Do you have to adapt it? Do you have to create new products? You have to change the direction you're going to. So it's a lot of testing, it is pretty intense. All right. Then you move on to another phase, which you will see is equally challenging. It's the desert. The desert. Now, okay, slightly less dangerous because it's already past the startup, but the desert is a very tough place to be for a company. Okay, it's when the company is attempting to scale. It's when the company is building the team. And there's also a lot of stress, a lot of tension, a lot of frustration, also a lot of excitement around this. Okay, and so it's also a time when you have the costs that start to increase, and you will be needing more and more money to keep up. Okay, so it's a challenging time doing that. And the company is usually still unprofitable. Okay, so that's the second step. Then the third one is the wilderness. The wilderness. It's still very dangerous, but the danger, is coming down. All right, but it's still a dangerous time, and it's tough because there isn't really a team in place. Maybe some of the people that started the business with the entrepreneur have left. Usually when you go to reach a certain level of growth, the people who took the company to that level of growth are not the same people who will take it to the next level of growth, and so on and so forth. Okay, so it's important to understand that and to be prepared, because some of the people that started, well, they're not going to be there for all the time, for the long run, for different reasons, many different reasons. At some point, they will leave. Okay, so this period in the life of a company, the wilderness, it's a period where the companies or the entrepreneur is focused on survival. I mean, it's really, it's the limit between survival and failure. Okay, so the focus is on survival. The entrepreneur is barely making a living, so a lot of stress, tension, money is short, money is tight. Okay, so difficult in the journey. All right, then moving on now. So assuming that the companies have managed to go through that startup, desert, and wilderness phases, then they get into the lifestyle. What's the lifestyle? Well, as you can see now, the danger is sort of removed. The company is pretty much stable. It's a company, it has a dynamic team, albeit a small one. It's one person is the face of the business, pretty much. It's probably already profitable, and little or no stress, so the company can survive and can go. It's nice, easy, okay, it's good. It's a lifestyle company. You can make some money. You have a dynamic team in place, and it's okay. All right. Well, lots of companies are in that phase, and they're doing well. It's not the mega thing, but it is okay. It is a profitable company doing good business and without too much stress. So that's good. Okay, lifestyle. Then you have another type of company, when they grow, which is the performance company. Now here you can see, this is looking for, they want to grow. They are ambitious. They want to go to the next stage. Okay, and this phase, it's all about being dynamic, accelerating growth. The company is profitable. We have a team of already 50 or more employees, and it's very professional. And it's a high performance culture. Okay, they're driven, they're going for it, they know they're successful, and the company is growing, and they're going. Okay, so this is the performance stage. And then the final stage is the unicorn stage. Okay, maybe the company is not yet a unicorn. And just for reference, a unicorn is a company with a value. It's a private company with a value of $1 billion, euros, pounds, whatever, but 1 billion. That's a unicorn. Okay, and so sometimes the company is not yet valued that much as a unicorn, but it's got all the principles, and it's going to get there. Okay, it's going to get there. It has sustained growth for the past few years, usually 7 years or more. It has 250 employees or more, and it's ripe, to keep on growing, to go for raising money, for an IPO, or eventually for a trade sale. Okay, for a huge number. Okay, in the hundreds of millions, eventually in the billions, because it is a unicorn. All right. So these are the types of growth phases in the life of a company, or in the life of an entrepreneur. And at the Access Club, we know them well, we support them, and if you want to invest and participate in these companies, well, the Access Club can be the right place for you to get started. Why? Because we know the companies, we support the companies, we curate them, we take them, we help them to go to the next level, and the next level, and the next level. Okay, we usually invest when they are in the not so much the startup phase, but more desert or wilderness, eventually in the lifestyle, but usually desert and wilderness. That's when we usually invest in those companies. We know that, okay, they have a proof of concept, they're growing with lots of problems and so on, but we are there to help them, to fund them, to take them to the next level. All right, good. That's what I wanted to share with you today.